the history of symbolism and a bit about the symbols that we sort of see every day right there in your face, and people are not recognizing what they mean or why they're there.
Yeah, that's a very big problem. We've been so propagandized and trained in schools. We've been trained in our homes and in schools to jump when the bell rings. That's all school is to teach you how to jump when the bell rings. You're in one class, the bell rings, that means you get up and go to another class, you do this and you do that, and then the bell rings. So that's all schools are designed to do, is to teach you how to jump when the bell rings and your masters tell you what to do. And so the same thing is true in our vision. The Bible scripture that says that where there is no vision, the people perish. That's what's happening with the world. That scripture is really interesting. It says where there is no vision, the people perish. And then, of course, in the New Testament, it also has Jesus saying, many will look with their eyes but not see. So that has always been a problem for thousands of years. The great mystics and the great religious writings and teachers have always talked about how people do not see things. Unless you point it out to them, they're going to go right past symbols and emblems and never even suspect what they're looking at. And unfortunately, in America, especially, even when you point things out to Americans, they don't even care. They don't see any value in it, in knowing about such things. But when you begin to look at the symbols of harlotry, flags, coats of arms, national coats of arms, corporate seals, logos for big corporations, and began to be very important in the Roman Empire. The fascist symbol, which is a bundle of sticks, like I said, tied in crosses. You'll see it's tied in crosses, and it has a hatchet head. The reason why well, first of all, the symbolism of the bundle of sticks. The idea was that one stick can be broken. 2 or 3 sticks can also be broken. But if you have a bundle of sticks and you tie them together as one unit, now you've got power. Well, George Bush called this fascist idea a coalition of governments. We like to say that, well, America has a coalition, which means we're all a bunch of fascists. We're all collected together like a gang. We've got the Crips and the Bloods and the Hells Angels, and we've got all these gangs, and we collect them together as one unit. And it's politically we call it a coalition of governments. No, it's just a bunch of fascists coming together to bully the world. And so, but that's the symbol on both sides of the presidential podium, is world fascist symbols, the fasci. Just one example of thousands that you can see every day. People see the American flag, the stars and stripes, having no idea in the world, even Americans have no idea in the world, that's not an American flag. It's a U.S. flag, the United States flag. It's not an American flag. How many people know that the U.S. is a term this country would call the United States of America? It is a republic, but the word United States in law means a corporation, a privately owned company. And so all corporations or privately owned companies, by law, if you're incorporated, you have to have a president. It's called corporate law. So you must have a president, and corporate law says if you're going to be a corporation, anybody can have a corporation, but you got to follow the rules. You got to have a president, a vice president, and a secretary treasurer. That you have to have if you're going to be a corporation. So today, there's a privately owned company in this country called United States Corporation.